Tarot, and this is your someone secretly stalking you tarot card reading. So we're going to start with the astrology reading cards, and we're going to do a special kind of 3-card spread where it could be their sun, their moon, or their rising, or it could just be somebody exhibiting these traits pertaining to this particular situation. Love it when my computer gives me the go ahead. Love that. Alright, so we're going to start with the astrology reading cards, followed by the tarot card spread for clarity on these themes. A bada boom, bada bing. We're shuffling. Alright, Gemini. We're going to have fun because Geminis are the fun sign of the zodiac. They're the funnest. They're the fun sign that Aries wants to be. I'll start fighting. I'm joking. Alright, here we go. Here's your first card. Pisces. This energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It's soft. It confuses and softens resolve. So this is a very loving energy. So it's almost the best energy to have stalk you. Oh yeah, somebody who loves me can stalk me all day. Oh. Then we have Aries energy. The energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading, impulsive action is likely. I had to bring up Aries, and now you're there. So you have somebody who is also a lot of fun. Could be very lusty, and then romantically they like to try some new things, be fun. Stalker. And then we have true stalker energy with the Scorpio. No disrespect. The energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. And let's not forget all the connections here. We see Aries and Scorpio, and they connect through Mars, which is very aggressive energy. It throws intensity. When there's intensity added to a situation, that's Mars energy. There's conflict, Mars energy. Alright? There's stuff that causes conflict that isn't Mars energy, but the conflict itself, the heat, it's Aries energy. Oh yeah. Alright, that's Mars energy, I should say. So these 3 signs, 2 of which are water, which makes this a very emotional and sensitive connection that this person has to you. What Aries makes it filled with intensity, so there may be an element of lust involved in this connection. As far as these themes look, it looks like it's more on a romantic level, but Aries have been known to be very ambitious, so we'll say it could be career related as well, if your heart is in your dream. Right, so here we go. Here's your first card. 4 of Swords, recovery. So there's a definite situation that you're licking your battle wounds from, you're processing. So there may have been a negative outcome that you're recovering from. 10 of Swords, you're dealing with an ending that may have happened. Some of you have been broken up with, some of you have been betrayed, deceived, and left in the dust. And some of you just have had the rug pulled from under your feet kind of thing, and you're trying to recover from that. Then we have the vortex, so you're trying not to succumb to all your temptations, or you're self-medicating. You're trying to stay on not being carried away with that. This person, like, if they're connected to this aspect of who you are, like, they may even be dealing with this themselves. Recovery from a traumatic end. This may be an ex that is very tempted to contact you, or very tempted by you. They're not over the connection that they had with you. They consider you like a vice, or someone they can't quit. Someone they can't quite get over. Again, with that deep water connection, they may be selfishly looking at you as in like, oh, it has to be you, blah, 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 and not really considering how you feel. Okay, well, you can think it's me all day, but I'm not interested. I've already moved on. But they're just tempted by you. Alright, and then the next card is, good gracious, lots of swords here. 5 of Swords, conflict. Another reading and then a wish fulfilled. 9 of Cups. Another reading where it really feels like a genuine stalker. When we have all this swords here, it's conflict. It's obviously energy that is not what you want. It could be any air sign. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It could also be Capricorn. But yes, definitely any water sign as well. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So this is a lot of mental stuff, a lot of mental games, a lot of mental warfare that this person is throwing at you. I think that while you're vulnerable, while you're trying to process a loss, this person may be tempting to indulge or to talk to. So while you're healing from perhaps a situation with them, a situation where they have hurt you, because we have two themes here with Aries and Scorpio indicating conflict to begin with. And then we have all these swords that indicate the details of the conflict. So this person may be the conflicting energy, and while you're down and out and hurt, or while you're trying to resolve what happened in your mind, you're still very vulnerable emotionally, and that's where they may come in to prey on you, and they may try to get at you during that moment or that time in your life where you're feeling vulnerable. This is the easiest time. Now, then we have Five of Swords, where there's conflict and having to cut your losses even though you don't want to. That may be something you have to do with this person, and you'll have to be very jagged with your message, very sharp with your message, very clear, and it might even have to be, you can't be gentle. You have to be very clear and even brutal. Like, that episode of Malcolm in the Middle where Lois had to tell that guy that wasn't Newman that when he said that he actually had feelings for her, she had to be like, why'd you have to say that? No to every fantasy, never gonna happen, you disgust me. Well, I don't know if she said that, but she said some pretty harsh stuff so that he would get the point. And sometimes you gotta do that, and I think that's what needs to happen here with this person. But I think that will result in conflict. It's very tempting, but it results in conflict. Now, the thing that throws me is this Nine of Cups at the end. That's wish fulfilled, good stuff, good gravy. Nine of Cups. I see here you're thinking it's when you're spiritually sure, you feel really confident. I think that you come out of the situation feeling better than before. Maybe it boosts your ego in some way, or it makes you feel spiritually sure, validated in some way when you have to turn this person away, or the conflict that comes means that this person is trying to be a temptor, rather than coming genuinely, and it makes it very clear because that you're vulnerable and you're reflecting on stuff, and they seem to be trying to get at you during those times. So, but you're smart, so you can tell. You're Gemini. You're the master of manipulation. Even if you're not using that skill, you can recognize it. You can clock it at any. Don't even try it. Don't even try to manipulate me. I invented that. Right? And Nine of Cups is you being spiritually sure of yourself as a result of this scenario with this stalker, this person looking into you. They just can't get over you. But there's too much fighting. There's too much conflict involved with this person for you to feel not sure and not validated when you give them the old, I gotta cut you loose because I can't. Because literally I can't. Alright? So your reading was pretty straightforward, very clear and concise, as always with Geminis, because they rule the air, baby. Alright, so that's your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.